Hey fans, here we are with my GX470 and I got some big tires on here. So let's take a look at the four things I had to do in order to put those on there without lifting it. Here we go, GX470, and you can see I've got my nice bumper on the front there, and I wanted to put some bigger tires on here, but I didn't want to lift it and lose the factory suspension. That factory suspension is kind of an air adjustable suspension, and just wanted to keep it if I could. So here are my new tires. These are Falcon Wild Peak AT3Ws, and I got the Load Range E tires. And the reason I did that is because, well, I'll show you here briefly, but look at the size of the lugs on this thing. They're just nice and deep, meaty lugs. And so here's why. Here's why I went with a Load Range E. So we go to the Falcon Wild Peak website. There's spec sheets, etc. You go and look at they've got 3 tires in this size available. And when you look at the P series tire, that's the passenger vehicle tire, it's only 14 30 seconds in the tread depth. But then when you get to either of their LT tires, they are each 18 30 seconds in tread depth. And so what does that do? That allows me to use a bigger tire. The overall tire is larger. So if you have a factory front bumper and you put these big tires on, these are like about 33-inch tires, it's going to rub, the tire is going to rub right here as you go to turn the wheel. It will come in and rub on that tire. So that's number one. That's the first thing. Second is with the running boards down here, it comes down even further and goes in further, and so you get another rub point. Now your third area of frustration is going to be right here, right at the back of the tire. On the inside, you're going to find your body mount, and that body mount encroaches into the wheel well there, the tire area. And so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do the BMC, that's the body mount chop, and you'll basically cut a pie shape out of that body mount, and then you have to go back and weld a plate in. Here's the pie shape. We're able to gain about 1.25 inches by trimming that body mount. So we'll go and we'll look underneath, and you can see the actual clearance that we're able to produce by removing that pie shaped piece. And so here you've got the tire turned quite a bit, and it's at regular stock ride height, and you've got plenty of clearance for that big tire. And this brings us to our final item, number 4. Here is look underneath the truck, and you can see this upper control arm right there. And now the factory upper control arm, you're going to get rubbing on that if you don't replace it with these bigger tires. And pardon me, and a wheel, a factory wheel. This happens to be a factory wheel that we're using here. So you'll get rubbing right here at the top of the upper control arm potentially. And then also as you begin to turn that wheel, you turn your wheel, you'll get rubbing on the tire, from the tire on the forward portion of the upper control arm right here. The tire is going to rub on that as you turn lock to lock. You don't want to do that. And that's a wrap of the GX470, what it took to get to 285 7017 tires on this thing. And just a couple of caveats. If you choose to use aftermarket wheels, you may not have a problem. If you don't use a load range E tire, you might not have a problem. These are the items that I happen to have or run into while putting these guys on here with you. Hey, if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.